Let's get into it, boys. How I fixed my life in 6 months. In 6 months, you can fix your life. In 6 months, you can turn your life around. In 6 months, you can transform yourself and your life. This is going to be the most informative self-improvement guide on the internet. I guarantee it. Because this stuff literally changed my life. But most people, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, most people are not going to finish the video. Most people are not going to take notes. Most people are not going to watch the video. Okay, because most people are meant to be average just by a matter of statistics. But if you don't want to be average, if you want to finally fix your life and fix it, you're going to watch the video and you're going to do everything that I tell you to do. All right. Why should you listen to me? In under 6 months, I fixed my depression, went from feeling lost in life to having a life of meaning, went from fat and overweight to ripped and healthy. And I even managed to quit my job. You know, a lot of people wake up in the morning, they hate going to work, they hate their life, they hate working 9 to 5. I managed to quit that too. I was finally able to look at myself in the mirror after 6 months and feel proud of the person that I am becoming. And all of this happened while going through a brutal breakup and getting run over by a car as I was literally crossing the street, which ended fracturing 8 bones in my body, leaving me unable to work or generate income. I didn't get any workman's comp. I didn't get any help from the government because I was a self-employed barber, okay? So all of this shit happened. It was an interesting 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It was a tough 6 months, but boy, am I grateful that all of this shit happened to me because it allowed me to get to where I am today. And where I'm at today is setting me up for where I'm going to be tomorrow. So that was the aftermath, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got hit by the car. I thought I was going to die. When I opened my eyes for a little bit, I just managed to squeeze in a little prayer to God, to the universe. I said, bro, give me one more chance. Give me one more chance. And ever since then, bro, we've been rising like a motherfucker. So I was able to do that by following these simple and effective 9 steps that I'm going to lay out for you here. If you do everything that I'm going to tell you, you will turn your life around and you will change it. Because a lot of these laws and steps, they're universal truths. You cannot escape it. If you're unhappy, if you're depressed, if you're going through painful situation, you know what I'm saying, heartbreak, you know what I'm saying, betrayals, failures, doubt, haters, if you don't have any confidence, if you feel ashamed of yourself, if you truly want to fix your life, then you're going to close off the tabs, take some fucking notes, because this video, my man, is for you. Men are meant to find purpose through progress, building, creating, and working. Okay, you can literally summarize all of that into self-improvement. You see, we all have that inner conscience and that inner voice. Some people are going to tell you that's God that gave it to you. Some people are going to tell you that that was evolutionary process. Whatever the fuck the reason is, you know what I'm saying? All men have that inner conscience and that inner voice that tells us, hey, you need to be great. Hey, you need to do something. That inner conscience that guides us into our purpose. Some people say, bro, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel lost. Well, that's because you're suppressing. You are suppressing your inner conscience. And we'll talk more about that later. Okay? But if you aren't doing these things, if you're not progressing, building, creating, working, if you're ignoring your conscience, if you're not being the best person you can be, if you're not stepping into your inner calling, that's exactly why you feel lost, depressed, and that's why you hate life. You know what I'm saying? For thousands and thousands of years, men have been building, inventing, creating, building relationships, chasing excellence, progressing. So if you're not doing that, that's exactly the reason why you feel lost, depressed, and that's why you hate your life. As I say here, if you're not living life to your fullest potential, if you know that you're meant for more, that's your inner conscience. It's letting you know, hey, bro, you're not doing what you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You're not living life to your fullest potential. And that's why a lot of you guys feel lost and depressed. And that's why I feel lost and depressed. Because I was indulging in vices, living a regular ass life. And I don't care how many times I went out drinking or how much sex I had. I always felt fucking empty, bro. I was like, man, I know this is not the life I'm supposed to be living. You know what I'm saying? I would look at myself in the mirror. I wouldn't even feel proud of myself. I'd feel ashamed because I knew I needed to lose weight. I knew I needed to get in shape. I knew I needed to take care of my body. And I knew that I was fucking my body up with all this alcohol and women that were leaving me feeling empty as fuck. So that's what we're going to talk about. But a full disclaimer, all right? If you guys are easily offended, and I know a lot of you motherfuckers are, because this is 2024, and a lot of you guys don't even like to hear truth, okay? If you don't like to hear truth, then this video is not for you. Just click out the video, because I'm going to have a lot of triggered motherfuckers in the comment section, okay? I'm not going to hold anything back. The truth is going to hurt, but the truth is going to set you free. So my goal in this video is literally, bro, to change your life. Okay, if you watch this whole video and I cannot be the catalyst as to why you change your life, then I failed. Okay, and literally dislike the video, roast me in the comments, and don't ever watch this video again, because my purpose is literally to change your life, because this is exactly what changed my life. All right, so we're at the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? What will you decide to do? Are you going to click out the video and keep living your life full of regret and shame, or will you take the red pill? What will you do? The choice is yours. I'm going to tell you the truth that changed my life. This was the moment that I took that red pill, and it wasn't by choice. It was by force, because someone shoved that shit down my throat. Someone shoved that pill down my throat without me even realizing it, okay? But I'm going to tell you the number one truth that you need to understand if you want to fix your life, if you want to change your life. This is the truth that completely changed my life. And we're about to get into it as I sip on some coffee. Your life is a mirror. It's not a window. I want you to think about that for a second. Every single thing that you see happening in your life right now, maybe you're in a shitty relationship. Maybe your family and you don't get along. Maybe you're in a job that you hate. All of those things that you see in your life, it's not a fucking window. You're not just looking out there and saying, hey, that's what's going on. All of that is a mirror. It's a reflection of you. Think about that, bro. The reason you're in a relationship with a disrespectful girlfriend is because you don't respect yourself. The reason you're in a relationship with a toxic girlfriend is because you're toxic. It is all a mirror. All the problems that you have in your life, they are a reflection of you. If you're broke, if your bank account is zero, that's a reflection of your mindset. You know what I'm saying? If you're unhappy with your life, that's a reflection of you. You're unhappy with yourself. If you think everybody's trying to rob you and hurt you or do violence towards you, that's probably because you have a lot of violence in your heart, in your experiences, in your outlook, in your mind. So the world is literally a reflection of you. It's a fucking mirror. Everything that you see going on, all those feelings that you have, all the relationships that you're in, all the problems that you're facing, they're all a reflection of you and your mindset. I remember one time I sat down with a coach. I had a mindset coach. And I was telling him, bro, listen, I want to do great things. I want to do great fucking things, bro. But I just think I have to get out of this relationship. How do you do great things when people are holding you back? How do you do great things while you're in a bad relationship? And he said, bro, the relationship isn't fucking you up. You're fucking yourself up. That relationship is a mirror of who the fuck you are. If you're in a relationship with a low-level person, that's because you're a low-level person. You are what you attract. And so every single situation in your life right now, it's literally a mirror reflecting back to you exactly what you need to change and exactly what you need to work on. First things first, your life is not broken, okay? You don't need to fix your life. The reason your life sucks is because of you. You are broken. Life is not broken. Life is a wonderful opportunity. You're given this gift. You could have been born a fucking grasshopper. You could have been born a fucking ant. You were born a fucking human. And humans have the power to literally create the life that we want, literally with our mind. And we'll go into that later. So this is the truth, like we talked about. If you're in an unhappy relationship, if you're in a toxic work environment, if you're overweight and in an unhealthy body, if you're broke, if you feel lost in life, it's all a reflection of you. But the good news is that you have the power over your own life. You can change your life by changing who you are. The only way that your life is going to change, the only way your bank account is going to change, the only way your relationships are going to change is by changing who you are. That way you will attract money. You will attract the right people on your frequency. You will attract exactly who you are in your life. Everyone who's in your life right now, you've attracted them because you're on their same fucking level. I used to think, man, all these women are trash, bro. All these women lie. All these women cheat. I was attracting women that were on my same fucking level. That was the problem. The problem wasn't them. The problem was me, because they were a reflection of me. And that's what I need to get you guys to understand. This is called taking ownership. Take complete ownership for every single thing in your life. It's a reflection of you. If you want that to change, you need to change yourself, okay? So these are going to be the 9 steps. The 9 steps to fixing your life. Step number 1, eliminate negative vices. Find your north compass. Take control back of your life. So the very pain that God has sent you, if you don't believe in God, let's say the universe, the very pain that God has sent you to turn you into the man that you are meant to be is the very pain that you are numbing. The very pain that God has sent to change you is the pain that you are running away from. Stop numbing your pain, stop running from it, and hold the fucking line. What am I talking about? You see, when people go through heartbreak, when people go through depression, when people go through tough times with situations, through painful situations, the first thing people try to do is to distract themselves. They numb themselves. They go out to drink. They smoke weed to feel better about themselves. They start binge eating. They start having crazy sex with a bunch of people. They start to numb themselves because they're going through pain. You guys need to understand that pain is God's opportunity for change. He's literally sending you pain so that you can fucking change. You see, when I went through that brutal breakup, that was God allowing me to change. God knew that I didn't belong in that relationship. God knew that I had huge fucking potential, that I was meant to be more. So he was like, bro, you're not living up to your full potential. Let me send you this heartbreak so you can stop getting distracted and become the person who you were meant to be. So every single painful situation in your life that God, the universe, is sending to mold you, to change you, to level the fuck up, to become who you're meant to be, you're literally fucking numbing the pain. But the pain is exactly what's needed to become that person that you want to be, right? So I said here, pain is God's opportunity for change. God is sending you pain so that you can change. Stop fucking numbing it. So let's talk about, how does pain create change? Pain is a pattern interrupt that allows you to self-reflect, all right? Let's say everything is going great in your life, or so you think. You think you're on path. You think everything is great. You know what I'm saying? But here comes a painful situation. Boom. You find out your girl is cheating on you. Pattern interrupt. You start to feel that pain, right? And that pain, if you do not numb it, that pain, if you don't run away from it, it allows you to self-reflect. Damn, why did I get into this kind of relationship? I should have seen this coming. Why am I attracting low-quality people? Why am I attracting a low-quality female? Then you start to realize, shit, because I'm a low-quality person, because I have things to work on, because I lack self-respect, because I lack dignity. And so whenever a painful situation happens, it's literally God or the universe trying to tell you, hey, bro, I want you to level up, so I'm going to send you fucking pain. So you take this opportunity to self-reflect, allowing you to analyze yourself, the things you need to work on, the things you need to change. It allows you to introspect. Pain is the first step towards self-improvement. You guys want to self-improve. You guys want to level up. You guys want to do big things. You guys think you're meant for more. It's not going to happen without pain. The only way that human beings change is through pain. So when you fucking numb it and you run away from it, you're screwing yourself up. That is the path that you need to go down. You need to go down the path of pain so that you can fucking change, okay? It allows you to connect to the self, like we talked about. You begin to realize shit that you've never realized before. When you have a business partner that fucking cheats and robs you, that's when you begin to realize, shit, why was I friends with him in the first place? Why did I trust him in the first place? You begin to realize that you made mistakes so that you don't make them again in the future. That's how you level up, and that's how you change and mold yourself into the man that you want to be, okay? Which allows you to learn about who you are, which ultimately leads you into your purpose, the right path. If it wasn't for that heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that breakup, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. If it wasn't for getting run over by a car, I would never have been in the position that I am today. I would still be working at my old job. I would still be doing the same old things because I would not have been exposed to enough pain to cause me to change. And that's what I need to get you guys to understand. Whatever situation you're going through, this is step 1 in self-improvement, bro. You're literally entering self-improvement mode. God is telling you, bro, look, I'm going to put you on the self-improvement path. to build a fucking awesome life for yourself. So you have to hold the line and you have to go through the pain. This is step one. If you're going through a tough situation right now, bro, realize that this is step one of self-improvement. You're at a good spot. Stop turning to sex, video games, alcohol, weed, and porn. Like we talked about. You need to fix your current life. You do not need to run away from your current life. You need to fix your current life. The only way to do that is to hold the line, self-reflect, eliminate negative vices, and use all of that time and energy you place into vices into fixing all the things that you found out, about yourself. So all of these things that you're realizing about yourself as you're self-reflecting, right? Instead of going out every Saturday with the boys, you stay home and you start journaling, you start writing, asking yourself why. Why did this happen? How could I have avoided it? What have I learned? When you start to self-reflect, you're going to start to realize all the things that you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start to realize, damn, I could have avoided this. I should have been a different type of person. I could have done this better. I should have not have done this. So once you begin to connect to yourself, you can call it source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, right? You begin to realize all this shit that you need to fix and you need to work on. And I'm going to give you guys a little personal story time. I was in a relationship for about 2 years. And I ended up losing myself in a relationship where I had completely lost my self-respect, my dignity, my role as a man, you know what I'm saying, my purpose, everything. I was fucking rolling myself on the floor because I thought that someone else was the answer to my problems, right? And so I had completely lost myself. And God told me, you know what? I'm going to send you some fucking pain so you can wake the fuck up and become a man, the man that you're supposed to, right? So I went through a tough situation where I found out the other person was kind of lying and cheating and being sneaky and shit. And all of that shit just made me realize, bro, these situations keep happening, right? This isn't the first time I've been in this type of relationship. This is a pattern. Why am I in this pattern? Oh, it's because of this. Why this? So that time allowed me to self-reflect and realize that the reason why I kept in these toxic relationship patterns, it wasn't their fault. It was me, bro. I was toxic. I was the fucking problem. I was on their level. So the problem wasn't them. The problem wasn't the street girls. The problem was that I was choosing the fucking street girls. Why? Because of my low self-respect, because of my low value as a man. And so the only way to fix that was to begin working on myself. It's to the point where I elevated myself above their standards and morals so that I could begin to attract a different kind of woman. And not only that, but I start repelling that kind of woman, right? When those kinds of women come back around, they're disgusting because you're just looking at them from the top. You're like, damn, I used to be like that. Damn, I used to do all these things. Damn, I used to go out drinking and waste my time. Damn, I used to partake in negative vices. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at them in disgust because you've elevated yourself so far up that those women are no longer attracted to you, nor are you attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? So that was really what snowballed my wake-up call, bro, was the pain of a breakup. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys going through breakups. I say, bro, this is the perfect time. This is step one in self-development. If you cannot take this time as an opportunity to wake the fuck up and step into the man that you are meant to be, you're fucking numbing yourself and running away from the pain. I didn't do that. You know, I didn't jump into a different relationship. I didn't start fucking random women. I didn't start going out every weekend. I stayed the fuck home while this bitch was out in the streets partying and drinking and fucking niggas. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay the fuck home because this opportunity is time to self-reflect and work on every single thing that I know I need to work on because the world is a fucking mirror. It's not a fucking window. You know what I'm saying? And this is what just fucking bolstered my self-improvement. 6 months later, I'm doing pretty good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my personal story. Step 2, begin to work on your body and your health as soon as possible. Now, I know I'm going to have these people saying, oh my God, why? Why do you need to work out? Why do you need to eat healthy? Why does it have to be all about the gym? It's so superficial. I'm going to break it down to you guys like this, and I want you to pay attention. There are 3 important reasons why health and fitness comes first. Okay, you guys need to understand this. Reason number 1, in order to successfully rid yourself of negative vices, you must replace a bad vice with a positive vice. If not, you are going to fall right back where you started. And that's proven in science, okay? If human beings don't replace negative vices, you have negative bad habits with a good habit, you're going to fall right back into the old negative vices and habits. In order to change your negative habits, whether that be playing video games, scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, which is super common, you know what I'm saying? Fucking a bunch of women with fucking meaningless sex all the time. You know what I'm saying? Drinking alcohol, numbing yourself with weed because you hate your life. All of those vices, the only way that you're going to stop doing them is if you replace them. That's why fitness is so important, because you're going to replace all that bad shit with a good and a positive vice. The second reason is taking care of your health and your body and eating healthy. Working out cures depression, bro. How do I know? Because I've seen thousands and thousands of testimonials and people. The science says it itself. And it cured my depression. Okay, as you guys see, look at that transformation. That took me 3 months. The guy on the left and the guy on the right, there is a huge difference, not physically, but mentally and spiritually. Okay, the guy on the left was ashamed of himself. Low vibrational frequency. I regretted my life. I was ashamed when I look in the mirror. I had no confidence. I couldn't even look at people in the eyes. I've talked about this before. I felt like total and complete shit. I was eating fast food every single day, bro. I want you to think about that. For 4 months straight, I was eating McDonald's every single day, smoking up weed, getting the munchies, you know what I'm saying? And just living life, quote unquote, indulging in food. I was numbing myself because I wasn't happy with my life. You know what I'm saying? I was numbing myself. And so the guy on the right, night and day difference, bro. Complete and total confidence. You know what I'm saying? Confidence in myself, in my abilities, in my work ethic, in my social abilities. You know what I'm saying? A guy with meaning, a guy who was a go-getter. That completely changed my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I could actually think clearly. I have a client of mine who told me, bro, as soon as I started eating this diet, I can think clearer. I'm a salesman, so I can even sell better. Everything is going great. You know what I'm saying? Because the foods that you eat affect the way you think. All this junk food causes depression, bro. As soon as I started eating junk food every day, I got depressed as fuck because it fucks up with your brain chemistry and your gut health. You know what I'm saying? Science has proven that your gut health determines your mood and your depression. So one of the best ways to fix your depression is to stop eating shit like I was doing and literally just work out, bro. I'm living proof, okay? And the third reason why you need to work out is because it rewires your brain for success by rewiring your dopamine pathways. Okay, I want you guys to think about this. Before, we would get that dopamine high through negative vices, drinking, alcohol, video games, television, TikTok scrolling, right? So every time you feel dopamine, that reinforces your behavior because we're meant to chase dopamine. So you would get dopamine through alcohol. That means you would want more alcohol. That's why it becomes a habit. If you get dopamine through sex, it makes you want more sex because dopamine reinforces our behaviors. That's how habits are literally created. But since now we're getting our dopamine through a positive habit, through improving ourselves, through working on ourselves in the gym, this is going to make us addicted to self-improvement. And we are always going to chase that dopamine high from things that make us self-improve rather than self-destruct. And that's my cheat code. People always ask me, how can you wake up 4:30 in the morning? How can you work out 2 hours a day? How can you eat healthy? Bro, I'm literally doing that because I'm chasing dopamine. I literally rewired my brain and tricked myself and got myself addicted to improving myself. Because the only dopamine that I get in my life is through progress, self-improvement, and bettering myself. Whether that's in business, mindset, spirit, body, any area. The only way I get dopamine is not by chasing cheap dopamine through Instagram scrolling and all this shit and fucking women and alcohol. No. I get dopamine through bettering myself. So I've literally tricked my brain into getting addicted to self-improvement. If you want to trick your brain to become addicted to self-improvement, you need to get rid of all those negative vices and replace it with health and fitness. So that is step number 2 in this 9-step process. This is how we'll begin fixing our depression, building confidence, we're building self-esteem, we start feeling better, we have more energy, we think clearer, and we even look sexier. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to look good naked? I don't know a single person who doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So this is how we transform ourselves, not only physically, guys, mentally, okay? And this is how we rewire our brain to be addicted to success, self-improvement, and progress. instead of being addicted to self-destructive habits. And as I touched about it before, humans are meant to thrive off progress, building, self-improvement, and success. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're meant to do on planet Earth. Think about it. All we do is invent shit, create shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all we do. That's what we're meant to do. So if you're not doing that, that's why you feel the way you do. So the way to fix that is step 2, work out and be healthy. Do whatever you need to do to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was working long hours at the barbershop, right? I was working about 12 hours at the barbershop. And I ended up switching my entire work schedule. And I'll talk about that later. I had to wake up at 4:45 in the morning just so I could have enough time to work out. So whatever you need to do to make it happen, if you need to stop doing a certain activity, if you need to wake up earlier, do whatever you need to do to be able to cook healthy, you know what I'm saying, eat healthy, and work out, because it's super important. You cannot skip this part of the process. So how do you work out and eat healthy? Quickly. Eat whole foods. Cut out processed junk. Okay, the processed junk is fucking up your dopamine. And like we talked about, we want to make ourselves addicted to success. The way we do that is by eliminating processed junk foods and eating whole foods. And you should be working out 3 to 4 times per week. If you guys want an in-depth video, I literally made a 50-minute video, literally, on how to diet if you're fat and overweight. It's called How I Transformed My Body in 90 Days. I'm going to link it in the description. You can literally check that out and check out my fitness playlist, because I have a bunch of in-depth tutorials on dieting, whole foods, and meal plans and all that stuff. I give literally everything for free. You know what I'm saying? I don't gatekeep anything, because I'm trying to help as much people as I possibly can. That's my purpose. Step 3 is begin removing negative relationships and friendships from your life. And this is where a lot of people go wrong, because you know what I'm saying? Step 1, some people manage to hold the line. You know what I'm saying? They manage to just reflect and get better. And then some people manage to start working out. But then step 3 is where everybody fucks up. And I'm going to explain to you why. You see, anyone who begins to pull you back into your old ways discourages you from your new path or doesn't add value to your life. So anybody who's pulling you back, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let's go out to McDonald's. Let's smoke some and get some munchies. Anybody who's telling you, hey, bro, let's go over here, you know what I'm saying, and just drink and get fucked up drunk and all this shit. Anybody who's pulling you back to your negative vices, that is a sign that you need to get rid of them. Okay? One rotten apple ruins the whole batch. You can have the best habits. You can have the best bank account. You can have the best everything. But if you start associating with people who are not on your level, who are lower than you, they're going to pull you down the wrong path. They're going to pull you down the wrong fucking path. So anyone who's literally pulling you back into your old ways, who's discouraging you from your new path, from your self-improvement, and who doesn't add value, you need to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? In my case, it happened to be my girlfriend and all my friends, and I'm going to talk about that later. They are literally holding you back from becoming your best self and fixing your life. They are not your friend, bro. Somebody who holds you back, who doesn't help you become your best self, who doesn't take you closer to that goal, they're not your fucking friend. They're working against you. They're holding you back. I'm going to give you a little personal story time. See, before I even got with this chick, I was a dude who was working out 5-6 days a week on my diet all the time. I didn't like to drink alcohol. I would drink very occasionally. I didn't even smoke weed, right? But it so happened that over time, I allowed this woman to influence me to the point where I stopped eating healthy. I even stopped working out. And I even started smoking fucking weed just to get along with her, bro. Think about that. I got to the point where I was simping so fucking hard that I started even smoking weed just to be able to get along with her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I would just flip the fuck out because we had situations, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of fighting, a lot of struggles. And my dumbass was like, you know what? I'm going to just start smoking. And it would just chill me the fuck out to the point where everything was running smoothly. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally the power of relationships and friendships. They can literally take you down the wrong path and pull you down the wrong roads. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of friends who would start inviting me out. You guys know I used to work as a barber. And barbers, they love to drink. They love to party. So as I moved down to South Carolina from New York, I started making these friends. And obviously, they were a reflection of me, right? But they were negatively influencing me as well. And I started drinking. I started going out regularly. And basically, my life took a downward spiral. You know what I'm saying? I lost my gains. I got fat. I got depressed. Every time I was in the clubs and I was looking at people drinking and I was drinking, everybody looked so happy, but inside, bro, I just wanted to fucking crumble up and just disappear from the world. I wasn't happy with myself. I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? I'm wasting my life. I'm over here partying. What the fuck am I partying about? My life isn't great. I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy with who I am. This is just a distraction. I'm distracting myself with alcohol, with friends who aren't even really my friends. I'm distracting myself with being in a relationship that I shouldn't even be in. I've lost self-respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? That's the power that bad friends and bad relationships have over you. They can make or break you. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll come to realize when you start cutting these people out, there's going to be a lonely chapter. There's going to be a lonely chapter. And you cannot escape this. You know, a lot of people have problems being alone or feeling alone. But this is part of the process that you cannot escape. If you're committed to being your best self and self-improvement, you cannot escape the lonely chapter. You're going to have to get rid of those bad friends and relationships. That means that you are on the right path. Use this lonely chapter to go full self-improvement mode like I did. You know what I'm saying? I got so busy with improving myself, with working on myself, that I had no time to feel alone. You know what I'm saying? I had no time to feel alone. Work your ass off so much that you don't even have time to feel alone. I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning, cook all my meals, get to the barbershop at 6, work till 3 or 4, come home, sleep, go back to the barbershop at 5, leave again at 7, get to the gym at 7:30, you know what I'm saying? Get home at 9:30, 10, and fall asleep like at 11. That was my routine for the first few months. I had no time to feel alone. I was locked the fuck in. So that's what you guys need to do is, you know what? This is going to be a lonely chapter. Let me just get fucking busy. On what? On improving myself. Replace those friendships and relationships. You can replace them with people that are on the same journey as you. There's going to be people that are going to come into your life. You're going to start attracting them because people are going to see you. Okay, he's putting in work. He's elevating himself. And you're going to attract people. I only had one friend. I was only able to make one friend. And that friend changed the course of my life. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, he was a major catalyst. But there's going to come people around you that you can be friends with. People that are on the same journey. You know what I'm saying? Whether you meet them in the gym, in an online community, you know what I'm saying? People who help you move closer to your goals, okay? Anybody who's moving you away from your goals, it's not supposed to be a friend, okay? That's not a friend, bro. Somebody that makes you laugh isn't a friend. A friend is somebody who pushes you closer to your goals. Somebody who pushes you closer to the man that you are meant to be. That's a fucking friend. A friend isn't, bro, let's go drink. And a friend isn't somebody who makes you smile. That's not a friend. That's an acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? That's a distraction, okay? Make friends at the gym, Barnes & Nobles, the library, online communities. Those are all good places to start. Now, step 4 is we're going to begin to read. And I want you guys to pay attention to the steps. Because all of this is a gradual process, okay? I'm not telling you guys to do 20 steps at one time. As you guys see, it's a progression. You guys need to solidify habits one thing at a time. If you start all these things at once, you're not going to go nowhere, okay? You have to solidify the habits. That's why we talked about fitness, and that's step 2. Once you start reflecting, self-reflecting on what you need to work on through the pain, step 2 is fitness, and anybody can do that. You don't even need money to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can just go to the gym and start eating healthier foods. But once you're getting your fitness down pat, you know what I'm saying? Once you're working on that, I want you guys to start reading, okay? This is how you're going to supercharge your mind, and this is how you're going to change your life because it fucking changed mine. Now, your current life is a direct reflection of your mindset and your beliefs. This is a huge concept, and it goes back to the mirror, right? Your life is a mirror. Okay, your bank account, your relationships, and your problems, all the problems that you have, they're a reflection of your mindset and your beliefs. Ever since you were a kid, bro, you've been programmed by society, by your teachers, by your parents, by family members. You've been programmed to have beliefs, limiting beliefs about yourself, your capabilities, and the world. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a household where we look down on businessmen. We look down on sales. So I grew up listening to my father say, you know what? Guaicos are not good at sales. We're not businessmen. So I grew up listening to that for 18 years of my life. And when I grew up, no wonder I was bad at sales. No wonder I was bad at making money. Because I had been instilled with that limiting belief ever since I was a kid. And a lot of you guys have those limiting beliefs. Oh, we're not good at this. You're not meant to do this. Or maybe you're even telling yourself, oh, I'm not good at that. I can't do that. Okay? Those beliefs are the reason are literally the reason why your life is the way it is right now. The only way to change your current life, to fix your life, is to change your mindset. Okay, that's why reading is so important. The biggest change in my life these 6 months, right? You guys might think it's my body because you guys saw my body transformation. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe my job or my lifestyle. Nah, bro. The biggest change was my mindset. My mindset caused everything else to change. Without that mindset change, you don't change anything, okay? You guys got to start changing your mindset, and I'm going to show you how. The only way to change your mindset is by reading, okay? When you read, you're going to war with yourself and your limiting beliefs. Every time I pick up a book, I'm literally going to fucking war with my beliefs, with everything that's been taught to me, that's been instilled by me, by limited mindsets, by people who don't understand success, who don't understand the world. So all these ideas and beliefs that you have, you need to start going to war with them by reading. 3 books every man must read, okay? If there's only 3 books on planet Earth that you need to read to be successful, to have a great life, to fix your life, to fix yourself, okay? These are literally the 3 books. We have Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, Atomic Habits, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Law of Success is my Bible. It even talks about marriage, bro. It even talks about what kind of women you should date, what kind of women you shouldn't, okay? It talks about everything, bro. And that book completely changed my fucking life. Rich Dad Poor Dad is more of like a book on finances, you know what I'm saying? And it gives you good awareness on a lot of topics. These are the only must-reads that I recommend for every man to read. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't like to read, but newsflash, I didn't like to read either. You know what I'm saying? I hated reading. Like, I really hated reading. Okay, but here's how I tricked my brain into liking it. I started off by reading 10 minutes per day, because you guys see, every time I would try to read, I'd try to read for an hour, and then I wouldn't pick up the book for like a whole month. Okay, the key is small increments. I started reading a book based on the topic that was relevant to me. Okay, if you guys don't like spirituality stuff, stop reading fucking Eckhart Tolle, right? The Power of Positive Thinking. If you guys don't like certain topics, and you're trying to start reading, do not pick up a topic that's disinteresting to you. You must pick up a topic that's interesting to you. I'm not telling you to read a fantasy book, because that's not going to help you fix yourself. It's not going to help you fix your life. But let's say you're going through a relationship problem. Pick up a book on men and relationships. Pick up The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi. You know what I'm saying? If you have money problems, pick up a book on finances. Pick up Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you're having a problem with purpose and direction and discipline, pick up The Law of Success. Pick up a book that's relevant to exactly where you're at in life right now. And that's super important, because if you don't do that, you're never going to read. And read somewhere where you don't get distracted. You see, when I started reading, I would fall asleep. And I'm going to go into this later. But I would fall asleep. And the only way that I was able to read was by literally driving to Barnes and Nobles. That way I forced myself to stay up and stay awake and actually read. Because if I read at my house, I would fall asleep. Because I had a sleep addiction, which I'll go into later how I fixed that. So step 5 is predicting your future. You're literally going to predict your future, bro. Literally. I predicted my future 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I did it on my own. God helped me. The universe helped me. Whoever you guys believe in, okay? But now we're going to plan out our life. That's exactly what I did. Now, at this point, you should have clear brain function, connection with yourself, higher level of awareness, and a stronger mindset, right? We've been eating healthy. Now we don't have brain fog. Now we can connect with ourselves better. We're not numbing the pain. So we self-reflected. We're reading. We're increasing our awareness. We're building our mindset. We're changing our beliefs. So this is the perfect time to begin to start creating your future out of thin air, bro. I literally created my future, and I am creating my future out of thin air, okay? Now you have the mental capacity to properly plan out your dream life. People who are successful, or people who live extraordinary lives, it doesn't happen by chance. You know what I'm saying? I used to see these guys, millionaires and these rich people, and I used to be like, oh, they're just lucky, or it just happened by chance, or overnight success. It all happens through planning, bro. Through planning, all by fucking design. My YouTube channel, even though it isn't massively successful yet, right? It didn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't wake up one day and I decided, I'm going to just post a video and see if it does well. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just decide to quit my job by accident. All of this shit was predicted, bro. Months before it ever happened. How? Because I wrote it down with a plan. I planned out my YouTube channel. I planned out exactly how I was going to quit my job. I planned out exactly how I was going to make money. I planned out everything by writing it down months before it ever happened. Okay. So these were both things which happened through planning and writing things out. I predicted my own future, you know what I'm saying? And I started doing this in January. This whole process started in January for me, right? So I literally predicted my own future, and 4, 5, 6, 7 months later, I was literally living the life that I planned out for myself. I created my own future. And you can do the exact same thing once you begin to set a plan in motion. But before you do that, you need to write it out first. Okay? You cannot simply think and imagine ideas. Everybody says, man, I have great ideas. You know what I'm saying? I used to have great ideas. You get these moments of spontaneous genius, that you get these great ideas coming in and out of your brains. But they're just ideas, bro. They're nothing. You need to capture them and actualize them through writing them down. Every successful person who's ever accomplished anything, I don't care who you read, I don't care who you interview, they all going to tell you the same things. Okay? You need to write down your goals, your plans. You need to write it down physically with pen and paper. It's like a universal law. Okay? It's like a universal law. When you write it down, you're literally materializing something that's immaterial. You're materializing thought energy into pen and paper. You're solidifying it. You know what I'm saying? You're capturing the idea. That way you don't forget it either. You know what I'm saying? So writing changed my life. It changed my life completely. Now, these are 4 questions that helped me plan out my life and that are helping me create my future life. Okay? So these 4 questions are going to give you a direction if you can answer them, and they're going to help you write out a plan for your life. Okay? Question number 1, how do you want to feel about your body? What body must you have in order to feel that way about your body? So let's say I want to feel confident about my body. Okay, well, what does my body need to look like? Does it need to look like a Spider-Man body? Maybe like a Beach Boy body? Does it need to look like Thor? You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I want to look like Thor because that's how I'm going to feel confident about my body. So that's my answer. So try to self-reflect and try to come up with answers that are true to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what other people think. Don't say you want to be a millionaire just because that's the fad right now. If you really don't want to be a millionaire, then don't say that, okay? Really self-reflect and try to come up with the most honest answers that you possibly can. Question number 2. When you're not in the room, what do you want people to say about you? What do you want to be known for? What are the qualities that you most admire in others? What kind of person do you want to be? What needs to happen in order for that to become a reality? You know what I'm saying? For me, I wanted to be an inspiration. I wanted people to say, you know what I'm saying? He showed us that work ethic and discipline will take somebody a far way. He showed us the importance of fitness. You know what I'm saying? I want to be known for my work ethic, for my discipline. I wanted to inspire others. Those were qualities that I admired in other people. I also want to be considered an honest person. So all of those things, it don't happen by chance. I literally wrote this shit down, and so can you. You know what I'm saying? So this one is really about your personal values and morals. Super important. And if you want to have confidence, you want to have direction, you want to have purpose, you need to know what your values and morals are. I was trying to help one of my personal clients come up with this plan. And he told me, bro, I just cannot come up with an answer, bro. I just don't know what to say. And I asked him, well, what are some qualities that you hate in other people? And he started to think. He was like, well, I mean, I hate dishonest people. Okay. And he was like, well, I hate people who take advantage of others. So there's literally your answer. If you hate dishonest people, that means that you want to be an honest person. If you hate people who takes advantage of others, that means you want to be somebody who helps other people. So if you can't answer the questions, just ask yourself the opposite. What qualities do you hate in other people? And that's kind of going to help you arrive at the answer. Okay. Question number 3. What does your ideal life look like? What is your dream life, right? What does an ideal day in your life look like? For example, for me, an ideal day in my ideal life does not involve working a 9 to 4. You know what I'm saying? I hate working 9 to 5, 9 to 4, whatever the fuck. I hated working for someone else. So I picture my ideal life without a 9 to 4. So that means that I'm going to have to either have a business or have passive income, right? So that's kind of how you guys need to answer these questions. Is these questions are going to give you a sense of direction so that you can actually reverse engineer and write down a plan as to how you're going to live it out. And that's exactly what I did. So last question is, what kind of relationships or friendships do you hate having? For me, I hated being in a relationship with people who lie, You know what I'm saying? With people who are lazy, with people who make excuses, people who take away my motivation. So that allowed me to realize, you know what? Anybody who comes into my life has to be honest, has to have integrity, has to motivate me, and has to help elevate me. You know what I'm saying? If they're always complaining, if they're always fucking making excuses, if they're not self-improving, I don't want them in my life. So all of these questions are literally going to give you a focus, a direction, a purpose. People want to have purpose. This is your purpose right here, bro. This is exactly your purpose. Finding the answer to all these questions are literally going to help you find your purpose 100%, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to answer all the questions, right? But over time, once you continue to self-improve and get more awareness through reading and learning about yourself, you'll be able to answer all these questions truthfully. Now, like I talked about, this will give you a clear direction and an end target where you can now begin to move towards once you keep reverse engineering the questions like we talked about. Now, step 6 is we're going to have to defeat procrastination, distraction, and self-doubt. Okay, these are the 3 giants, I like to call them. On your path to self-improvement, you're going to encounter all of these 3 giants. After creating a clear sense of direction, purpose, and vision, you will need to slay these 3 giants on the road to fixing your life. You're going to encounter procrastination, you're going to encounter distractions, and you're going to encounter self-doubt. I'm going to teach you how to beat every single one of those giants right now in this video. Procrastination is the level 1 rookie tier problem. If you're having issues with procrastination, I don't mean to offend you, but you're a fucking rookie. You haven't even crossed the fucking river yet. You haven't even started. This is basic level self-improvement 101. Okay, but I was there too, so I'm literally going to show you how I fixed it. The reason you're procrastinating on doing the task, the work that you're supposed to, is because you're distracting yourself. Let's say you're supposed to clean your room, right? You have that on your agenda. You're supposed to clean your room, but then you find yourself scrolling on Instagram. The reason you're not cleaning your fucking room is because you're looking at ass on Instagram, right? Or the reason you don't go to the gym is because you stayed home sleeping. Or the reason you didn't go to work was because you were watching television, right? So the number 1 way to eliminate procrastination is by getting rid of these distractions. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I was slacking on my body and fitness was because I was oversleeping. So I got rid of that problem, which I'll go into later, right? The reason why I didn't upload enough YouTube videos was because I was too busy scrolling. So I deleted my Instagram, right? So the question is, what are you distracting yourself with? What are you distracting yourself with? Is it scrolling on Instagram? Is it playing video games, which is a fucking major one? And if you're a grown-ass man, there's absolutely no fucking reason as to why you should be playing a video game. Play the game of life. Level yourself up in the game of fucking life. Not in a fucking virtual reality game, okay? Talking to too many people on the phone or even sleeping, right? You need to cut out all distractions. I deleted my Instagram, my TikTok. I even put my phone on Do Not Disturb 24/7. From the moment I woke up to the moment I slept, I would put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I didn't want to be distracted. I wanted to accomplish everything that I needed to. And I even switched my work schedule to 6 in the morning so that I was forced to wake up at 4:45 a.m. Like I talked about, sleep was a huge distraction. I would take like 3 naps throughout the day. I would oversleep, sleep in late, you know what I'm saying? So in order to force myself to eliminate that distraction of sleeping, I literally changed my work schedule so that I was forced to wake up early. Okay? Distractions cause you to procrastinate. If there are no distractions, you don't procrastinate. You know what I'm saying? And then the last step to eliminating procrastination is by taking out the gap that exists between the thought and the action. As soon as you think I need to clean my room, if you're not doing anything right now, go do it. As soon as you think I need to upload a YouTube video, if you're not doing anything right now, go do it. As soon as you think I need to get back to the client, do it right away. You know what I'm saying? That's the habit that you need to build. As soon as that thought enters your mind, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Working out, cooking your healthy meal, do it right away. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing anything productive, stop what you're doing and do it right away. Eliminate that gap between the thought and the action. Let's talk about doubt, which is a huge one, even a big one that was for me. Not no more though, but it was a big one. The only way to get rid of doubt and develop self-belief, develop faith, confidence in yourself is by this 3-step formula. Have actions, then you have changing your beliefs, rewiring your subconscious mind, And then the third one is curating your environment. Actions. You prove it to yourself. Prove to yourself your capabilities, your work ethic by putting in the work every single day. You see, the more actions that you take, the more things that you do, you begin to use that as evidence to yourself. Damn, bro, I really get this work done. Damn, bro, I really don't make any excuses. Damn, bro, I really wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Damn, bro, I really work harder than everybody else. Once you start doing these actions, you literally begin to change your identity, right? Because before you thought you were a lazy person. So you had no self-confidence. You doubted whether or not you're going to be able to change your body. But since you've been eating healthy and working out every single day, you're literally changing your identity with your actions. Now you're creating a new identity, an identity that identifies as capable, competent, confidence, right? If you're trying to lose weight and you started doing the work every single day, you're eating healthy, you're working out every single day, you're going to start to change your identity, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start to change your identity, and that generates self-belief. By changing your identity through actions, you begin to change your beliefs, like we talked about. You can also begin changing your identity through affirmations. I literally did affirmations every morning for 60 days straight, starting January, right? Like we talked about, I was in a hole. I was in a bad position, low self-esteem, low confidence. I had just gotten cheated on. I had no, you know what I'm saying? I had no confidence, no desire to do anything. I was just lost. So I did this experiment because I would hear a lot of people talking about affirmations, this and that. I tried it for myself for 60 days straight, and that shit changed my life. You know what I'm saying? People say affirmations don't work, but that's because people don't ever do them. People don't ever do them. But affirmations completely helped me tremendously, okay? This is an example of half of the affirmation that I had written down for January and February. It says, I am blessed to be able to wake up every morning. I am excited to crush every goal. So the reason I put that as the first sentence was because when I would wake up, I wasn't excited. When I would wake up, I was tired. So reading that to myself every morning as soon as I woke up, it was rewiring my brain. It was changing my beliefs, okay? I'm creating my future each and every day. Funny how that works, right? I was writing, I'm creating my future each and every day. 6 months later, I literally created my future, and I literally predicted my future, and I literally did everything I wrote down I was going to do. Funny how that works, right? I will follow my meal plan perfectly no matter what, et cetera, right? So you guys can take that as an example, but you kind of want to write it in the I am present tense. I am, or I am becoming, I am doing this, I am becoming this. And if you guys are serious about changing your identity, your beliefs, self-improving, you guys are actually going to do this shit, and you guys are going to get back to me because this shit tremendously helped me. And matter of fact, I've been slacking on these affirmations for about 2 weeks now, and I really do need to get back to them. But definitely, you need to include affirmations every single morning. Curating your environment. Step 3. Do not associate with people who fucking doubt you or discredit your dreams and goals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do not associate with people who doubt you or discredit your dreams and goals. You know what I'm saying? The last relationship I was in, and I do talk about it a lot, but shit, what else am I going to talk about? I don't know your relationship, so. I was with someone who didn't really believe in me, right? And that created doubt in me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do a lot of shit. You know, I thought I was meant for more. But when people doubt you, you begin to doubt yourself. That's why once I got out of that relationship, I was able just to fucking grow like a motherfucker. Because you need to get away from people who doubt you. People who discredit your dreams and your goals. Change your vocabulary, your self-talk. Everybody who says I can't do that, or this is hard, or I'm fucking tired, or I'm not good at this, you're literally limiting yourself. You're creating a belief of self-doubt. That's why you have self-doubt, bro. Because of the shit that you tell yourself. Do not use words like I can't, or I'm not good at this, or I cannot do this. Stop doing that. Now, step 7. We're going to conquer the sleepiness. And this might be a controversial one, but this, you cannot skip this one. This is another universal law, okay? Waking up early changed my life. You see, if you're a man who has directions and plans, your time becomes your biggest enemy, right? You want to get fit. You want to eat healthy, but you also have work, and you might even have kids, and then you might even want to start a side business, right? So because there are only 24 hours in a day, time becomes your biggest enemy. So in order to have more time to self-improve, you know what I'm saying, you must wake up early. You must wake up early, non-negotiable. Now, a lot of you guys might be like me. right? I had a sleep addiction. I would take 3 to 4 naps every single day, bro. I would sleep in, you know what I'm saying? I would wake up late as fuck, but I actually conquered my sleep addiction. And I'm going to tell you guys how. So as you guys see on the left, I was a barber, right? And I decided, you know what? I'm waking up super late. I know I need to wake up early. I know I need to be more productive. So I'm going to go get a job at Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? And as you guys see, that jacket in the middle picture, it's a little weird of a picture. I'm like looking to the side. I was checking my beard out. That's what it was. That's how I would check my beard growth. But anyways, I started working for Pepsi. And Pepsi job started at 5:36 in the morning. I was a merchandiser. And I had to drive about 30 minutes to the job. So I had to leave my house about 5:30 in the morning, which meant I needed to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, right? And the only reason I got that job was because I wanted to get into the habit of waking up early. It forced me to wake up early. I had no fucking choice. You know what I'm saying? I put myself in that position. So I literally had 2 jobs. I would work at Pepsi from about 6 to 2 or 6 to 3. And then from like 3 to 9, I would go to the barbershop, right? And then the weekends, I would go to the barbershop all day because at Pepsi, I only work 3 to 4 days a week. So that just shows you, bro, like if you guys have problems with sleeping too much, you guys need to get a job that forces you to wake up early because you're wasting your fucking life sleeping. You have all these dreams and all these goals, but you fucking sleep 10 hours a day, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need to conquer your sleep addiction. Do what I did, bro. Get a job that forces you to wake up early because that's the only way that you're going to be able to beat your sleep addiction. Now, this is a non-negotiable journey if you're trying to fix your life like we talked about. Do not listen to these fucking nerds online. And there's a lot of them. They're like, oh, I'm a millionaire and I wake up at 12 or I wake up at 1. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like they're a millionaire, but you're not. Neither am I. So we should be working harder than them, right? We're not gifted like they are with talents or whatever the fuck they did. So don't listen to these fucking nerds. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever is required to make that happen. Waking up early is a must. It's a must in this 9-step process. Step 8 is protecting your garden. So we've been doing all this work. We've been building ourselves up. We've been nurturing ourselves, right? And we've grown this nice fucking garden that's starting to look beautiful. It's starting to look sexy, right? There's going to come people along that are going to want to pick at your fruits. Pause. You know what I'm saying? There's going to come people along that's going to be like, damn, that's a beautiful garden. I'd love to walk in it. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to tear that garden the fuck apart because they're not there to water it. They're there to fucking destroy it. So step 8 is protecting your garden. I miss you texts. You know what I'm saying? The no caller IDs. And this is going to be the test from the universe, bro. You know what I'm saying? That girl that was taking you down the wrong path, she's going to come around. She's going to come around sooner or later. They always do. Once they see that you're flourishing, that you're turning into a beast of a man, that you're self-improving, they're always going to come back. And that's the test of the universe. God is going to test you to see if you're really committed to being who you're meant to be. You know what I'm saying? She's going to hit you up. She's going to blow your phone up again. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you whether or not you will protect the fucking garden at all costs. This thing that you've been working so hard to build. You know what I'm saying? Your body that you've been working so hard to change, your mindset. Are you going to protect it? Or are you just going to let somebody come by and just fuck it all up? You know what I'm saying? There's another picture right there. Friends. People are going to try to befriend you. Everybody's going to want to be your friend, bro. When they see you self-improving, when they see you leveling up, everybody's going to try to hit you up. Everybody's going to try to be your friend. But they're not there to water the fucking garden, okay? You will be tested. You know what I'm saying? About 3 to 4 months into my YouTube, my side business journey, things started to go really well for me. I had a video that blew up, got like 200,000 views, got some subscribers. So things were starting to pick up, but I got tested. You know what I'm saying? I got ran over by a car, bro. I almost saw God. You know what I'm saying? I was knocked out unconscious. I thought I was going to die. You know what I'm saying? I just looked up and said, God, give me one more chance. You know what I'm saying? You will be tested. This was my test. And there's a lot more tests to come. But on your road to self-improvement, you're going to be fucking tested. And the people that make it to the other side, the people that make it out a fucking champion, are the people that push through that shit. Those are the people that fucking win. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that become something. Those are the people that make it out. So there's going to be tests along the way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to fold or will you hold the line? I didn't fold, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could have taken the easy way out. I could have been on meds for months, smoke weed every day to numb my pain, eat shit, get depressed and unmotivated because I couldn't make money. You know what I'm saying? Curl up in a ball, use my family as a safety net. I could have done all that shit. But I decided to double down on the fucking work. And I decided to double down on becoming the man that I know I'm supposed to fucking be. Nothing's going to stop me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So pass the test, brother. Protect what you're building. Protect the person you're becoming. Resist the test. Never forget where you came from to ensure that you never go back to where you were. All right? Now, step 9 is share it with the world. I get a lot of people asking me like, bro, like, do a video about business or do a video about how to make more money. And that isn't my strong topic yet, right? But I'm gonna try to put you guys on a little bit of game here. And this is the last step of the whole process of self-improvement, okay? I'm gonna show you guys what I did. Don't be selfish and inspire others. All the challenges, right, that you're facing in life, a divorce, a heartbreak, the loss of a loved one, adversity, haters, whatever the challenges are, they're gonna set you up to help other people later on in life, right? I was fat and overweight. That was a challenge. I beat it. You know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship challenge. I beat that too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what business is. Business is helping people with their problems. So all these challenges that you overcome in your life, those are challenges that you can help other people overcome as well. And don't be fucking selfish. You know what I'm saying? We live in 2024. You might not like social media. I didn't either. But fuck what you like. It's not about what you like. It's about helping other people. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a social media kind of person. That's why you guys look at my Instagram. And I don't have a lot of stuff on there because I'm not a social media guy. But I understood, you know what? If I really do want to help people and I want to inspire others, I need to post. I need to get out there. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even have to be online. You can do it in person, right? But this is literally how I was able to quit my job, was by helping others, not being selfish, and inspiring other people. I would upload 3 videos every week, right? So I started uploading YouTube videos on January, okay? They were around topics that I knew that I could help people. So fitness, I knew about fitness. I had been doing it for years. Mindset, I was reading. I was educating myself. I had been reading for quite some time. And then relationships, right? I overcame relationship problems and all this type of shit. So my sole purpose was to help at least one person. When I set out this YouTube channel, I was like, you know what? I don't know what kind of response I'm going to get, but I'm going to do this shit for 5 years. And if I help one person, mission accomplished, right? A lot of people talk about, man, I'm just scared to post and what people are going to think about me. Bro, don't be selfish. You're thinking so selfishly. Think about that one person that you can change their life. You can change somebody's life, bro. Stop being so fucking selfish, all right? I did this for 4 months, like I talked about, until one video finally popped off, okay? And then like 3 weeks later or 2 weeks later, I literally get run over by a car. And that just shows you, bro, life is up and down. Life is up and down. But that's the bottom line, bro, is helping people, okay? After doubling down on helping men as much as I could, I was able to quit the job that I hated. Some of you guys are working a 9-to-5 that you hate. You hate your life. You hate your job. I was there, bro. I hated every second of it. You know what I'm saying? I was able to begin working for myself, doing something that I love and changing people's lives. You know what I'm saying? But this is the last step. Without self-mastery, without the steps that we talked about, you will never be able to attain this. It all starts with the self. Self-reflection, self-love, self-respect, self-knowledge, knowing yourself, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you're called to do, knowing your purpose. It all begins with the self and self-mastery. That's why this step comes at number 9. So that was literally the whole 6 months, my journey towards fixing my life. I would have never guessed it would have taken me 6 months. When I set out to do this whole thing, I was like, you know what? It's going to take me a couple years. I'll eventually quit my job. But thankfully, I was able to quit my job early. So listen, bro, whatever you're going through, whatever situation you're going through, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? What's your excuse? I got run over by a car. I was almost dead. At the same time, bro, I was going through fucking heartbreak situation. Think about that shit. Being in the bed, the hospital bed, with your heart fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Can't even make money, and I still made it happen. You know what I'm saying? What's your excuse? You might be in a worse situation. I don't know. But what I do know is that if you follow all these steps that I talked about, all these self-improvement steps, your life is literally going to fucking change. You will change. Because if you want to fix your life, you want to change your life, you need to fix yourself. Because you are the fucking problem. All right, so I hope you guys took out value from that. Like the video. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Southpaw Huncho checking out. Peace.